I don't know. I don't know. You really want me to see this, don't you? Igloo, are you still here? Alright. Go ahead. Send it to me. It should be fine. If it's a YouTube video, it should be fine. It's just like big licensed music. See, I had to make sure Igloo is here because I don't want to suffer alone. AnCap grind the philosopher.
Black and yellow style, fuck you to the status. You laughed a lot before, but now you all afraid us. Thought you see the means, Glocks up looking dangerous. Hard to take us down, haters ain't debaters. Scream about roads now, taxman got the papers. Banning gold or crypto, but laws cannot contain us. NAP my mind, Mises Roth by majors. Sliding up with grade 2, agorist day traders. 3D printed, 19.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Day traders, 3D printed, 1911. Defense distributed, I'm 357. Praxeology without exception. A priori, bitch, sit down and hear this lesson. AnCap my grind, value on my mind. 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 Now we're back again, time for round 2. Gonna be explosive, full wreck pocket nukes. You cannot handle respect to private property. It's okay, you're a stop. Take this bullet for free. No liberty without reciprocity. If you dish, you must take. No hypocrisy. Self-ownership, consent, philosophy. Non-aggression measures. Now it's up with me. One generation, ending poverty. Peaceful parenting. Non-violent kids, you see. Free markets or a gray. I'ma slide with my trade. Commies charging, they will pay. When they starve and they don't save. Never kneel into the state. I dodge 5 on the way. Fallacies I do slay. Not an argument, back away.
Did she seriously just say that? Did she seriously just slip in a Ben Shapiro reference at the end? Do you want to, Igloo? We can talk about this. There's also more left. Okay, let's finish it first. I'll be in there.
AnCap my grind, value on my mind. AnCap my grind, value on my mind. AnCap my grind, value on my mind.
All right. Hi, buddy.
Hey,
What'd you think of that?
And kept my mind value on, no, and kept my grand value on my mind.
She fucking busted out the raw milk.
What? What is that obsession with the raw milk? What is that?
They believe it's overregulated. And they think that raw milk is better for you.
Okay, so I gotta say, as a Canadian, I always get like this thing about milk between the U.S. and Canada, because you guys got crazy milk. You have shelf stable milk, which settling thing for us. Like our milk is pasteurized. You got to get it out of like a refrigerated case.
We also have refrigerated.
You have the shelf stable milk. I think there's something unnatural and really unsettling about that.
Are you talking about like the cartons and the gallon jugs?
It's they're usually in the, I think it's like in a 1 quart carton. It's on the shelf. Like you walk down the shelf and it's like, oh, there's cookies, there's cereal, there's shelf stable milk.
Oh, like condensed milk?
It's not condensed milk. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe they don't do it in Michigan, maybe it's state by state. But I've seen it when we've gone through Washington, like we've seen it on the shelf in the stores, like, and it's there and it's on the shelf. And yes, you can pick it up and use it. And as soon as you open it, then yeah, you got to keep it refrigerated and stuff. But anyone would want to go from something that could essentially last forever on the shelf, and want to go with raw milk, where the time that you harvest the milk from the cow, the clock starts ticking like immediately.
It's already bad for human consumption coming right from the cow. It's literally bad for human consumption right then. You will get sick.
Well, let's skip the whole fact about like, humans.
Let's skip facts.
Uncultured. Well, we're trying to appeal to AnCaps here, so facts. Yeah. Apparently, we have to go facts over feelings, though. That's the thing.
Pretty much. And hell,
what was with the broccoli? The raw milk. I know that's like the classic libertarian thing, but broccoli?
I didn't get the broccoli. Maybe. Oh wait. I think it was a weed reference. They call that broccoli. I found one article about no spoil milk, and it leads nowhere. Like it's a CNN article, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's a dead link. But I've never heard of that.
The thing I always hear of is shelf stable. Like the term we use for it is shelf stable. And I can't remember. There's something here in Canada that's shelf stable that like
CNN
you don't see in the US.
Oh, I think it's milk. UHT milk, maybe. Still,
it's probably
I wouldn't drink that. I mean, we have like creamers, like non-dairy creamers.
To make that, like, I'm trying to find the lyrics for this song because I gotta know.
Let me see if they're in the description. Nope. Wait.
Oh, man, sad.
No.
Your dear philosopher, please make lyrics.
To view the lyrics, simply turn on subtitles by clipping the closed cap. We are not watching that again.
Oh, come on.
All right. What if we do it with the sound off and the captions on?
Okay, I can handle that.
Yeah. Oh wait, Harley Quinn found it on Facebook. Send us that shit.
Frozen Harlequin, you are a god.
Oh God.
I'm sorry about my dog.
Oh, it's all right.
It sounds suspiciously like I did not know what was involved in these lyrics.
Good Lord. Where is this like a lyric video? Is that what this is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold up a second.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay, I can kind of see it.
I've
Style. Fuck you to the statists. Ooh. Oh, right away. Right away, she's
right away coming at my
dropping the mic.
genitals. Oh my god. She's coming after
For your daddy, Mark. She's coming for your daddy.
I gotta.
You laughed a lot before, but now you're all afraid of us.
No, we're still laughing. We're laughing super hard at you. Here's the thing I just got hung up on. What's with the spelling of philosopher?
Maybe she's Vietnamese. It's a faux reference.
That is how you spell it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
If
you know
she's
what?
not some kind of satirist, I like her because it's so weird.
I will go ahead.
Next line.
I will go ahead
Did you see the
and
next
give
line?
that to her. Thought you'd seize the means. Glocks up, looking dangerous. Oh, this is the gift that keeps on giving. I thought I was hearing something about seizing the means.
My God.
Hard to take us down. Haters ain't debaters. Scream about roads now. Taxman got the papers.
Fucking hell.
My
Jesus
heart.
Christ. We gotta get this
heart.
to like the majority report, folks.
I'm gonna get it to all of them. We're gonna spread this around.
God.
This needs to be a thing.
It needs to be a thing.
Let's go ahead and let her be popular, but in the worst way possible. Not to where she's like hates herself or anything, but examines her choices.
Their life and decides to make other choices.
Yes. Banning gold or crypto, but laws cannot contain us. NAP? What?
Sure. Gold or crypto? When it was seriously banning gold or crypto, like no one's banning gold or crypto coins. I mean, crypto coins did, in like cases of someone goes, oh, the thumb drive that had my Bitcoin, got lost. I need it back.
It's not even that.
There's no support for it.
It's backed up by whatever currency of the country you're in. Anyways.
This is the fundamental problem with crypto coins. There's no back. There's only a backer if you have proof of the coin.
Boy,
and then
some people learn that too.
Learn it the hard way.
Mm-hmm. By the way, NAP stands for non-aggression principle. Thank you, Harley Quinn.
Oh,
good Lord.
Well, hey, at least she's showing some knowledge of foreign policy.
Oh yeah, sure. That I'm sure that's it.
Jesus.
Wait, what the hell?
Mine's is Rothbard Majors. No, that's not who I'm thinking of.
That's not a reference I get.
I thought it might have been a do a quick. I thought it might have been a reference to the Fountainhead, but I don't think so. I think it's something else.
If you put in Mises Rothbard, Murray Rothbard comes up, and
Murray Rothbard Institute
influenced first one, Milton Friedman. Of course.
Wow. Walter Block. Wow.
Oh my! I missed that. Oh God.
That's high quality right there.
If you really Harley Quinn, if you really want to invest some time in those libertarian videos from Sam, they're like an hour long, but the Walter Block ones are amazing. That man is unhinged in a way I have, even more than Daryl Perry. He's unhinged.
It's so cringy.
Okay, so Mises is his site. Mises reviewed Rothbard's magnum opus on economic theory.
Sliding up with Gray too.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that one.
Sliding up with Gray too. Agorist Daytradas.
Agorist Daytradas. Come on, man, you're too white for this.
3D. Yeah.
Agorist Daytradas.
Got it.
Come on, you got to get that beat back in your head. Agorist Daytradas.
Got it.
In 1911. This is terrible.
Thriller, thank you for the raid. We are going over the lyrics of an AnCap music video and having a ball.
It's really bad.
Yes. This
like, and I'm gonna maintain she can't rap.
No, she's terrible.
It just like just an execution level. It's so bad. It's like
she didn't even look like she was feeling the dancing. It was the weirdest thing.
I might be able to outmove her. I'd probably rap as badly though, but I probably have better moves than she does.
Hey, we've seen your moves. Yeah, you definitely got better moves.
I got better moves.
Yeah. 3D printed 1911. Defense distributed. I'm 357. Of course, gun reference. It's so obvious. It's so bad. Do it 2 times speed so you don't have to endure the pain as long. I want to read the lyrics. If I do it 2 times speed, I won't be able to read the lyrics. We'll get to the next line. There's the fucking raw... That line had nothing to do with the fucking raw milk.
Are you kidding?
That's where the raw milk came in. Right there.
What?
Yeah. The broccoli and the raw milk was right there. In this line.
Makes no sense.
It's fucking raw. Yeah. Quinn. What in the hell?
Seriously, Harlequin, this is amazing. Like, this is amazing in terms of just how terrible something can be.
Praxology without exception. A priori, bitch, sit down and hear this lesson. What? AnCap my grind value. Okay, so here's the chorus.
The chorus.
We got it.
Of course, well, I mean, I can.
I know you could. I know you could. Oh God.
A priori is relating to or denoting reasoning or knowledge which proceeds from theoretical deduction rather than from observation or experience.
Okay.
That's, rationalist type of thinking.
Oh. I have to make the second Sargon reference of this stream.
The You did one earlier.
Yeah. It's, Harlequin is from the UK. So that came up. And to wash myself of that, I looked up the picture of Sargon getting hit with the fish.
That was a thing of beauty, by the way.
Oh God, it's so good.
Whoever threw that fish, that's a British hero right there.
I mean, I'm not shocked that he got a fish thrown at himself because he's Sargon, but the fact that somebody was able to get that picture as the fish is hitting him is brilliant. That action shot is so good. Oh, that's what it's like to have talent. Yeah. No, we know what anarcho-capitalism is. We're just kind of making fun of it because it's really dumb.
It's amazing to see it expressed like this.
Yeah, and it's really dumb, and this is expressed in a way that's just yes. That's the not as nice way to put it. Just taking the piss out of it because it's stupid. Okay.
Sometimes you just have to when you have something that's so brazenly terrible.
Yeah.
Good to be able to take a piss at it.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Next line. Now we're back again. Time for round 2. Oh, she's setting something up. Gonna be explosive. Full. Oh, I can't make it out. Full tech pocket nukes.
Okay. Keep going. That line's not so great, but go through the next one.
Respect of private property. It's okay. You're stopped.
You cannot handle respect for private, or sorry, you cannot handle respect of private property. It's okay. You're stopped. Stopped.
Take this bullet for free. No liberty without reciprocity. Oh God. If you dish, you must take. No hypocrisy, self-ownership. Jesus Christ.
Can I just say also how I just love how she's holding this gun. It just looks so awkward.
Entirely. This whole thing is awkward. And she thinks she's feeling it. She thinks she looks like she's having a good time.
The bikini AR shot is also it's very good. Very tasteful.
Mm-hmm. Consent, philosophy, non-aggression measures. Now adopt with me. What the fuck? One generation.
That's a pro-adoption. Maybe it's a pro-adoption message.
Maybe. I think
Pick the little orphan kids, pull them up into bootstraps.
I think she's saying adopt my principles.
Oh, well, that's not as much fun.
Yeah, I don't know. One generation, ending poverty. Peaceful parenting. I heard this line. And I was like, what in the fuck? Peaceful parenting, non-violent kids, you see.
That's a weird line. One generation ending poverty.
Yeah. She thinks that, and peaceful parenting, nonviolent kids, you see, while she's wearing a gun.
The gun's for self-defense.
Oh yeah, peaceful self-defense, of course.
Yeah, it's just it's peaceful because on people you don't like to remind them that you have a gun, and that encourages them to, respect your property.
Mm-hmm. And property is the most important thing.
If I was in the States, I could probably be a libertarian presidential candidate. I mean, how hard could it be? I could probably rap better than she could, so. Sam's trying. Yeah. I don't think... he's... But I don't think he'll actually follow through.
He talked to the leader of the party, the head of the whatever the fuck it was, and that was really funny.
But I don't think I think they will go out of their way to try to block him, though. It's funny, he can argue their positions better than they can.
I mean, yeah. Like the guy seemed kind of into it. He said it sounds like it would be fun. They're not usually the type to run away from debates, but it would be really funny to have him on stage right next to Daryl Perry. And just have Daryl Perry in his ill-fitting suit looking over. By the way, what the fuck? Did you see that?
Which?
His suit.
Oh, the suit? Yeah, it is weird. Everything about Daryl Perry is weird, though.
Yeah, his proportion. He looks like if a reflection of a funhouse mirror became a person. I'm just saying, like, it's the weirdest thing. Okay. Game face.
Markets or a gray. I think that's where we're at now.
Yeah, free markets or a gray. I'm a slide with my trade. Commies charging. He's talking about us. They will pay when they starving. Mm-hmm. They don't save. Never kneeling to the state.
Dodge.
She got us.
She's got us. This is the fundamental problem I have in my life. I'm not saving. I just have money put away. That's not saving. I'm just trying to stave off the disasters that could destroy me at any moment.
Yeah.
That's not saving.
No. And I can't save because of the disasters that have come at me at every moment in this stupid country. Ugh. I talked about poor Brexit with Harley Quinn.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I keep waiting for the shoe to drop over here. It's
in Canada?
Yeah. This tip, like if this upcoming election we tip and we have another conservative government, it's going to be. I can't remember. I think I don't know if you caught it. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Nick from Manitoba. I think he'd sent something. He posted something about it or something like that, and it's serious because there's that pushing of the Overton window here, because when our Liberal Party, Big L Liberal, which has basically it's taken that right wing. It's gone over to the right because, the Overton window's already been pushed here enough that they went, well, hey, they're ruling here and they're doing so great, so let's continue that and just offer the actual change. And it's bad shit. I mean, they keep talking about, they haven't really started talking austerity here, but it's coming.
So essentially,
we have people that campaign on it.
Essentially, what happened to our Democrats here, just constantly bargaining and moving them over to the right.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they don't necessarily bargain with the conservatives or anything to do this stuff. They just partly act very, very pro-business, which ends up forcing this kind of freeing up of the markets, which means looser regulation. And they're constantly, especially like here in BC, we have provincially provided auto insurance. Mm-hmm. They actually took a step towards privatizing that like a couple of years ago, or may have actually been 10 years ago. Now that I think about it, time is, compressed.
Time is dilated.
They opened it up so that you could actually have income of you can have a mix of private and public insurance, and it's kind of okay for certain things, but like as a consumer, you're only saving maybe $20 a month, or not $20 a month, $20 a year on these things. So they kind of made this. They always make this stuff sound so good. It's like, oh, you can save when you get your. I can't remember. It's like your collision party to get your collision insurance, and like so little difference on your actual premiums and stuff.
Like they're essentially just trying to drive it over to a market system.
Yeah.
Jesus. And as someone living in that, it's really bad.
Want that? I'm actually happy with our insurance. Like, it sucks for certain things. There's always that one person who has a terrible driving record, and they're still getting the same rate as someone else. And so it's just more of a problem with we don't have a good system for dealing with stuff like repeat. Like here we should be taking away people's licenses, not
like
easier for them to insure their car.
Michigan is a weird state as far as that goes too. We have what's called no-fault insurance, but it's mandatory if you're driving to have insurance. But the insurance companies don't like the no-fault rules, so they've been driving up the prices like fucking crazy. And I'll give you 2 guesses as to where, like, just pick the type of place in the state where they raise the rates the most.
In
the cities? Yep. Like here in Flint, it's insane.
Specific cities?
Mm-hmm. Like
so Flint.
Yeah. Well, cities with higher crime. I mean, cities have higher crime anyways.
Right.
But, Flint has higher crime. It's been better, but we do have some crime issue because we have a poverty problem. So I can wager a guess that most of the people in Flint have not purchased insurance because it's too expensive, because they raised it up so much, because of the poverty, which is because of the crime. It's insane. I won't even tell you the last time we upped how much we paid. Like per month. It would explain a lot. For just one car at the time. How much do you
guys
think?
have 2 now. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, 20%?
I don't even know what that means.
How much it went up by?
Oh. Well, I mean, it just... I don't know how much it went up by, but I know how much I paid per month. The last time...
We don't have to give those numbers.
The last time we had to re-up, it was almost $400 a month.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I have a fairly clean driving record. Glam has 1 accident on her record from more than 10 years ago. Not many tickets. No recent ones. Like 5 years or more. But because we live here, and it's not any better outside the city, it's a little bit better. For a while there, we were using her parents' address in a rural area just to get lower rates. But I couldn't vote in any of the local elections or anything because that was my home address. It was really weird.
That's absolutely out of control.
It is. And it's all
and that's why commies be charging. No, is that what she said? No, commies charging.
Yep. Commies charging.
If commies,
and we starving.
Commies be a cooler way to say it. Just putting it out there. Who
I
is
think
charging?
it's
Okay, fine.
that whole line is really weird because like God, that drives me nuts because I just sit there and I'm like, they always bring up the deaths under communism and socialism, but they never ever acknowledge the fact that we have that under capitalism. Who
Well,
can write better AnCap lyrics, Philosopher or Igloo?
I,
I'm
maybe
putting my
I
money on
probably
Igloo.
could.
Yeah, that should be a
I do
parody.
have a way with words.
That should be a parody that happens. I would
See that
love to do
happens.
that.
I don't. Maybe I'd have to see if I can like if I could actually record it. If I could maybe get Cole to like put some some sound to it.
Cole, Bullprog, any one of them, honestly. Who's DJ Danarchy? Although I don't see him post anymore on Twitter. I wonder what happened to
I
him.
don't know what happened to him.
Here's the line that broke me. 5-0 on the way. Fallacies I do slay. Not an argument. Back away.
Oh God,
I know.
where was that line?
That was at the end. That was her last line before she went back into the chorus.
Not an argument. Oh, some Molyneux.
It's a Ben Shapiro reference. Gotta be.
Oh, no, not an argument. That's a Stephen Molyneux.
Oh, that's even worse.
Stephen Molyneux. I get you in trouble with Thames Darwin by saying Stephen. It's Stephen Molyneux.
I also get you in trouble calling him Thames. Well, he doesn't say shit about that. I don't know why. I think I'm the only person that pronounces it Tim's. She admires
I say it the way
Stefan.
that Sam says it. Sam always says Thames Darwin.
Sam pronounces everything wrong. Oh.
Yeah.
I remember
He's got the dad energy going on, so he's...
I remember I went by Mark from Flint, and he pronounced it March on Flint a few times.
Oh, I posted his Lou in Vancouver a couple of times. I was like, Louis in Vancouver. And I'm like, there was no Louis in there. It was just Lou in Vancouver. Like, how is that so hard?
He's a silly man. I love him though. But no, that is Stefan Molyneux, isn't it? Gross.
Not an argument?
Yeah.
Don't you remember that Garrison cartoon?
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like Molyneux standing next to like
and he's popping those
to
balls.
Trump, and he's like, not an argument, not an argument, not an argument. It's like, oh, I will, I'd like to, on behalf of Rational Canada, I am sorry for Stefan Molyneux.
You know,
he is an utter piece of crap.
I wanted to ask you, like, what is the deal with Canadians coming down here and just being the worst and becoming influential in our politics?
Because there was a bit of money that came up into Canada basically trying to push conservative agenda for quite a while. There's an outfit up here, Sun Media, which I think it's actually part of that whole Sun Media. It's part of the international Sun Media group. So if you were like Harlequin probably is familiar with them because you got them in the UK, I think, as well in Australia. They're almost, they're kind of like their Fox News network, but it's outside of Rupert Murdoch's reach, if I recall correctly. And the Sun Media was like really happy to give these like really terrible pundits, and then it started off with giving a couple of these pundits platforms, in particular Ezra Levant, who's like the biggest piece of turd has. Like, I mean, we can go on and on about Stefan Molyneux, but Ezra Levant is actually like completely horrible human being. He runs this website up here called Rebel Media, and Rebel Media is totally art, except there's so much intellectual phonyism. You know how Breitbart's kind of low class.
Yeah.
Punditry. Yeah. So
they pretend they're better than that.
They pretend that they have this like crust of intelligence, but let's just be really clear: the crust is like really, really thin. Ezra Levant's got this entire like small cadre of like really horrible guys working with him at Rebel Media, and for a while there, I think actually Gavin McInnes was, if I recall correctly, he actually was doing some stuff for dropped him because he was too spicy for them. I think it was Gavin McInnes. Might have been someone else.
I gotta interrupt you real quick. Look at my stream real quick. Look at the comic I found.
Oh God!
Do you see who that is?
Oh my God, is that supposed to be Ben Shapiro?
No. Look at the shield.
Yes. No. I can't read the what it says under there.
The Mooch.
Oh God.
So Ben Garrison thought the press secretary, who couldn't even last 1 week, was going to be the savior of Donald Trump.
I've got your back, and I'm going to stab it.
It's the deep state. The deep state dragon.
Can I give some advice to Ben Garrison?
He won't listen.
You won't listen. Well,
he's a crazy person.
Ben Garrison, if you're gonna play into like tropes.
Hey Jimmy.
Come on, he's the Mooch. You gotta play into the racist trope. So you should have made it that Trump's got a gun, and then Scott Ritchie's like a hitman. He's like, I'm gonna shoot you in the back. Yeah.
I was going a different direction. I was like, he could have made the shield like a meatball.
Sure.
That's terrible. And he's like hitting him with a noodle. I don't fucking know. Or like a piece of pizza.
Something. may as well be overtly racist too. If you're kind of like, come on.
I love how much he wants to fuck Trump too. It's like, look at these depictions.
I actually love it. Like the actual, like how he always draws this like muscle bound, godly physique on Trump all the time.
Or when he draws him skinny.
I love it actually. Because it's such a like, it's so unintentionally hilarious. Avoid foreign entanglements. Yeah, like George Washington was really going to give that advice ever.
Yeah, right. Saudi Arabia's up top, but I don't see Yemen. Oh, there. It's in there.
He's got Saudi Arabia in there. I don't see Yemen in there.
I got my mouse over it. It's small, but it's there.
Okay.
It's right above Hamas for some reason.
Well.
Oh my God. Ben Garrison cartoons are insane. But I seriously love it because I swear he just wants to fuck Trump. He never draws him like he actually looks. He's always slim or he's muscle bound. The McNaughton guy makes Trump look like a manly guy too instead of a piece of shit. Good Lord. I just watched a really good video on Stone Toss. That was interesting.
On Stone Toss or by Stone Toss?
On Stone Toss. No, I'm not watching anything. Like, Stone Toss is legitimately, like,
Oh, it's some creepy shit.
Yeah, Stone Toss is straight up a Nazi. Like no, he doesn't even hide it very well. I wonder if I can find who did the video, but it was really good.
I'm just surprised they're still able to post on Twitter and stuff. I mean, there's been such, like, especially whenever it comes to anything that's, oh, if it's something that's contrary to heteronymity, if or non-cisnormative,
Hey,
like, or anything gender related, he freaking loses his mind over this. Like,
it was Thought Slime.
legitimately.
It was a really good video too. He basically goes on the idea that Stone Toss and this precursor comic was made by the same person because the
Oh,
art style is very similar, but the earlier version, it's called like Red something. Um, the earlier version is, yeah, Red Panels. There it is. Is like less hinting at being fascist and more like just flat out saying the Jews, are the problem. Just Jews control everything. Like Stone Toss kind of gives a wink and a nod to it, although very clearly in a few comics outright questions the Holocaust.
yeah, there was that one that Stone Toss did where it was like someone said, basically, he kind of did the joke within a joke, but you kind of start wondering because it was like basically someone goes out of like, of the Holocaust, and then someone says, "Well, you can't joke about that," and then tried to make it look like, see, it's funny because I'm making a commentary about joking on this, but framed well. Like,
There, there
there's no
was
nuance with Stone Toss.
no. There was one that was like, oh, you can say anything you want. This is a free country. And then the guy started rattling off about like how he didn't believe that it doesn't make any sense that 6 million Jews were killed. And he gets to the end of that, and the guy stops and he goes, "You can't say that though."
Yes,
Like,
that was the one that I was trying to recall. Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
And it's like, shh, don't say that,
yeah. It was,
dude.
Jesus Christ. It's a good video. It's your countryman, Thought Slime. He's great. I just discovered
Slime's
him.
good.
And
Thought Slime, like, he resets the balance. Thought Slime actually kind of tips the balance away from one, uh, like Stefan Molyneux. So I figure, we got Thought Slime to tip the balance away from Molyneux, and then we've got Lance and Dave of the Surfs that counteracts Gavin McInnes and Steven Crowder.
yeah.
So tipping the scales.
You guys are trying. I believe you can get back to making sense. Instead, you guys are just like, God damn it, Jordan Peterson. He's another one.
I'm actually, oh my god, his love of Jordan Peterson's, and it's so rational. Like,
Who's that?
didn't Garrison or no, it wasn't Garrison. No, no, I'm mixing it up. No, there was some other guy. He did like the whole Peterson comic where there was the one guy he drew, like it was like the Lobster King or something like that. Don't you remember that one?
No, I don't remember that one. I'll have to look it up. The one I found right now. Like, I've been talking about this all night because the Andy No thing came out yesterday. And it's like, guys, we were fucking right about him. Why do you keep ignoring that we're right? Just like we were right about Milo. Meanwhile, I found this from back when Berkeley happened. And it's painting Milo and Ann Coulter as fucking victims. Oh boy, what you sent me.
It's the Jordan Peterson comic.
Oh, okay.
It was. I thought it was Garrison that had done this, but no, it was some other guy. It is so.
What?
Hear me, creatures of the underworld, the evil archetype. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Let's do this justice. No. Scroll back up for a second.
Let me see if
I'm gonna do this justice. I'm gonna do it justice.
You gonna voice act it?
Just for you.
All right.
Right. So clearly the people coming for Peterson, they're bad. So we're gonna give them the bad voice. Quickly now, punch the fascist in the face. The underworld, the evil archetype, Satan to Christ, Cain to Abel, Loki to Thor. There you go.
That's a pretty decent Peterson.
Yeah. You just have to do Kermit the Frog, and you get Jordan Peterson.
the thing about it, I'm working on to get my Peterson right is, a lot of people miss it that, Michael Brooks does it too cry, but you have to add some cry, when we talk about the Dragon of Chaos, we need to recognize the role that the feminine wiles have in making men go wild.
Yeah.
It's a little cry. It's sad.
What the modern day feminists fail to realize is how they've been deteriorating the family unit beyond the point of the nuclear family, and the sustainability of Western culture is sure to collapse.
There it is.
That's the kind of thing. Yeah.
That nails it.
It's hard for me to think in those terms, because in my head he's just Kermit the Frog, and that's the first thing I want to do.
I mean, he is. God, there was this. It was a decent Family Guy joke. It was like Ray Romano, Kermit the Frog, and a couple other people, and I don't know, they were having an argument or something like that on some TV show, and they all just sounded exactly the same. Because they all sound like Kermit the Frog. And this is before Peterson, so he would have been there.
Peterson's the old. I know he's kind of held up as a thought leader on the right, but the thing is, there is so much. I always like it when Michael Brooks talks about it, because he nails it. It's woo, it's all self-help woo, but it's kind of wrapped around this really light shroud of conservatism that makes people feel good about themselves. And you think, yeah, this is Western civilization that brought us all these things, which is such a farce. Our numeral system, it comes from the East.
Yeah,
because
the Middle East,
right? It's an Eastern numeric system. Because what did we have at the time? Roman numerals, which is a garbage system. Computationally, it's useless. Oh, then what happened in classic European fashion? Number system. Hey, we can actually make computations using this other numeral system way better.
And where did it come from? I don't know.
It's an inconvenient truth that the numeral system came from Islamists. It's
the thing that really gets me, I don't know if you saw my video on my analogy I have for Peterson, but what bothers me so much, besides obviously where he's ultimately leads people, but he always does these long statements that leads people to a final thought, a declared position, and then he just falls short. Because he knows that if he lands on it, he's committed to it. Which is why people are constantly like, were you saying this? And he just says no. And then does another long-winded thing that, leads there. Like his thing on women in the workplace. He always ends with, I don't know if they should be in the workplace. And it's like...
But he heavily implies it all the time.
He heavily implies
they shouldn't.
but he doesn't actually say it, so you can't hold him to anything. So like the most extreme views of him, the most extreme people, like they're already on this edge. When they hear that, they take it to a further extreme because they feel like they're being led there by this self-help guy with all these doctorates. Well, there's one.
I would love to hear, like, I'd love his patients to, like, just come forward and, like, the actual help that they received from him, because I guarantee you, like, it was like a peer looking over his work, they'd be saying, no, this stuff is all woo nonsense.
I think they have. I think there's
I'm
a lot
not
of
100% sure of.
I think a lot of therapists have looked at it and was like, this is insane. Like it's pretty basic help, but like some of it is it gets weird.
It's like Tommy Robbins level help. You know, it's just that anything you set your mind to, you can achieve simply by wanting it, which is fucking bullshit, which is totally ignoring, you know, the premise of, well, there's some luck that's involved. And for some people, depending upon where you are, what your circumstance is, and basically what you've been born into, the amount of luck that you need in order to, you know, surmount the challenges ahead of you to get what you want could be huge. You know, like it's in blatant ignorance to these facts, you know. But Peterson, what he does is he likes to stroke the, you know, fragile white ego to say things like, you know, everything that is in, you know, North America particularly is the gracious gift of, you know, white European culture, and we should be beholden to that, and we should be trying to preserve that and keep it as safe as possible, because, oh my God, society would collapse outside ideal ever entered that space, which is just bullshit.
Yeah, and it's always like, if women represent chaos, therefore women are bad. Again, he'll never say it, but if women represent chaos and men represent order, that's just how does he not admit that that's incredibly misogynist? And he backs it all up with the Bible, which was really,
well, I don't
really
know if
weird.
they're necessarily evil. I'm just saying that the female energy is the embodiment of chaos, and it is this chaos that will actually erode and destroy the nuclear family.
The vagina devours, and it does not give back. Oh God, it's so weird. But no, my analogy for the way he talks to people is essentially like, let's say, you know, you're in a plane, you crash land in the middle of a desert, and the two survivors are you and Jordan Peterson. I see it as amazing. I'll check him out. So like, you get out of the plane and you're like, oh, we really need to hurry and find civilization and, you know, water, and civilization's around water when you're out in the desert. So you look in the distance and you think you see water. So you start walking there, and out of nowhere, Peterson just starts talking about, you know, he's like, well, long ago, there were two men who were trapped in the desert, not unlike this. And when they decided to find water, they started heading towards an oasis, and there was water there. But long before then, against their knowledge, it had been a place where a kingdom once stood, and a rival army had poisoned the water, and the water was still poisoned. And when they consumed the water that was supposed to be their salvation, they fell to the death. And you just kind of look back at Peterson and you're like, what? Are you saying that you think that's... You think that water is poisoned? Should we not go to that? Should we stop now? And I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting rumination on the folly of man. And you're just kind of like annoyed, and you're like, fuck this. I'm just going to keep going. It looks like water. I'm heading there. I don't want to fucking die. And you keep going. Jordan follows you some more. Then he starts talking again and goes,
Ancient Egyptians discovered DNA.
Not even that. Like, he just goes, there was another time when there were two people who were trapped in the desert, not unlike this, and they thought they were finding water, but where they kept walking towards it, and it kept getting further away, and it turned out to be a mirage, and they perished. And you just kind of are like, what in the fuck? Are you telling me you think this is a mirage? Oh, no, just another rumination about the folly of man. And like, he doesn't commit to what he's saying. And you don't know why he's saying it, why he's leading you to these thoughts. Do you think we're walking to our death or not? Just fucking say it and own up to your ideas and, have the courage of your convictions. And he doesn't. Ever. It drives me nuts.
It's pretty terrible stuff.
Yeah. I thought that was a good analogy. I don't know.
Should let you go to check out Detroit Free. I'll just leave you off with back to that AnCap grind. Got value on my mind.
Oh, good Lord.
That's going to be stuck in my head forever.
It's so bad. I'll send you the video. You need to pass that around. That needs to be a thing.
Okay. Oh, my God.